Hi, sweetheart. How are you today? How was your day? I hope it was good. And if this is the weekend for you, I hope you've got stuff planned that you need to do, which includes resting. But go wash your hands because you're going to help me make a pot roast. Um, what we're going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the traditional roast with the potatoes and carrots, and then um, after you've had your fill of potatoes and carrots and roast beef, then what you do is you make it into a stew. But today we're just going to talk about the pot roast. So I bought, this time I got a boneless bottom round roast. It's 7.5 pounds, and I'll show it to you in a minute. Um, Usually I buy a chuck roast because we're going to use a crock pot. So that is really good for long and slow. It'll make it a lot more tender. Um, so what you do is if you're getting ready to go to work, just put this on and put it on low, and you let it cook all day. And when you get home, you've got a meal done and you don't have to do a thing except put it on your plate. This boneless chuck roast was $15.42. Um, but it, like I said, is 7.5 pounds. I'm gonna use six potatoes because they're just the medium-sized potatoes. They're not um, big ones or anything like that. So we're gonna cut those up, and I'm gonna use. I bought Vidalia onions this time because they're in season, and oh, I love them. They're so sweet, and they'd be great for onion rings, but it's too hot. So that's why I'm using the crock pot, because you can just put it on and just go. So I use two because they're not the big ones. Um, and they don't make your eyes water when you go to cut them up. But look what I found in the bag. If I had the space, I got a Vidalia onion that I could start growing. I might try because I do have some pots out front that have some dirt in them. We'll see. Maybe I'll start working on this. Oh, that'd be great. If you like your onions hotter, then choose a red or a white. Just remember, those are the ones that are going to make you. I know I put my hand on my face, but it's hot. Um, they're the ones that are going to make your eyes water when you're cutting them up. So consider that when you're doing it. I've also got a bag of baby carrots, and we're going to use those. And then one thing that I found a long time ago and I've used is this Lipton onions, the beefy onion soup. We're going to use that for the flavoring. Um, the sodium is 640 milligrams, but there's going to be a lot of water in here. There's going to be a lot of potatoes and carrots, and then the meat will soak up some of the sodium. And I'm not going to eat all of it, so I think I'll be safe eating this today. Um, but let's see if I can show you the roast. So it had some fat on the back of it, and I didn't want to cut all of it off because there's flavor in there. But if it's real thick and hard fat, then you do want to cut it up. I'm gonna throw. You can cut the onions up however you like. I like mine kind of chunky. Um, and so you cut it up real quick. It doesn't take any time at all. and just stick them in there. Put them all around your roast. If you have to, split it up to get it to fit in down along the side. I wish this thing would stay. As far as the potatoes go, let's see here. So I'm going to cut it in half and cut it in half and just stick them in there. I peeled my potatoes. If you have a potato peeler, it'll go quickly. If you don't, just use a knife. It'll be fine. So we're going to load this puppy up because I love potatoes and beef. I just think are such a good combination. If you have, sometimes I'll even put green beans in here, but and the green beans are in season right now, but I opted to spend my money on Tuscan cantaloupe, which I love. So, and it helps if you have a sharp knife, and this one is not the best, but it's what I have out. So, this will work. So are you hungry? Because this will take a little while. If you cook it on high, then it'll be done in about 3 or 4 hours, depending upon the size of your roast. As far as how many potatoes and carrots you use and how many onions, it's up to you. You make the decisions on how much you want. I like a lot of carrots and I like a lot of potatoes, so just put it all in there. Oh, I'm leaving 2 behind. I guess I could eat those raw, but oh well, they're already in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and use both of these because they'll expire next month. So, and this is the only reason that I buy this soup mix for. I just sprinkle it around. You can't really see what I'm doing, can you? All you can see is my fat belly, but you'll just have to get over that. But the beefy onion is where it gets its flavor from. I used to use bouillon cubes, but then I decided I'm going to try this, and I've liked it ever since. And then I just use water. Let's turn this on. A crock pot is a really good thing to have. It's cheaper than an Instapot. Don't fill it up all the way because all this stuff is going to generate some more liquid, and you'll have a problem if you do. But crock pots are really good for this kind of stuff. And they're only, what are they anymore? Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe $40 depending upon how big you buy. You know, I don't know anymore. I've had this thing. I can't even tell you how long I've had my crock pot, but that's the one thing I wouldn't do without. All the other stuff to set you up in house, those are nice to have, but the crock pot is really going to be a time saver for you. You can cook chicken, you can cook anything, desserts, anything in a crock pot, and it doesn't need you to stand over it and watch it, which is why I like it, because it's hot here. But anyway, so it's turned on. I turned mine on high because I don't have to let it go. Oh, excuse me. I don't have to let it go all day long. So if you're going to let it cook all day, then you definitely want to turn it on low, and just walk off and leave it. I won't look at this again for another several hours. And while this is cooking, I'm going to make some dessert. There's a dreamsicle salad that's out there, but I'm going to make a dreamsicle pie because it sounded so good. I thought it deserves to be a pie. So check out the next recipe card. This recipe card is going to be number 4, and it's pot roast. Excuse me. I can do that now because I got the stuff already in there. I don't have to touch anything else. um, I love you. Hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again. See ya. Love you. Bye.